My name is Darren Edwards and I'm the Head of Product Operations at Syspro Global, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. Today I'm going to be talking to you about today's business challenges, our latest software release and what you can expect from it to help solve some of your challenges. I'm also going to be talking about some of the exciting new capabilities that will be coming in our future Syspro releases. We are super excited about our new Syspro release and I can't wait to take you on the journey with us. Now, your industries are shifting and they're having to. If you cast your mind back to 3 years ago, during the pandemic, the industry experienced supply chain disruptions at an unprecedented level. Over 60% of businesses were unable to engage with customers and suppliers in real time. And as a result, in 2020, businesses made a commitment to digital transformation. Last year, we conducted a research survey to understand the level of commitment from the industry. Did digital transformation come to fruition? The Syspro survey has some interesting findings. We found that while many businesses built long-term digitalization strategies, a skills deficit and a lack of top management support have acted as barriers to the digital transformation journey. Around 61% of businesses had no long-term strategy to upskill employees to enable a digital workforce, and many businesses also reacted quickly to disruptions by just investing in short-term solutions. Solutions like the cloud to enable a remote workforce, or IoT to capture data. But there's also been a low uptake of big data analytics. If you look, only 20% have invested in big data analytics. And so businesses, yes, have been capturing data, but still have no real mechanism to analyze that data. Now, if you fast forward to today, global factors like rising costs, labor shortages have created a renewed drive for that competitive advantage. And long-term solutions that take data to action to drive a performance-driven culture are more than ever needed to place the customer experience at the center of the supply chain. Those solutions need to drive a higher level of digital dexterity. They need to consider the growing demand for quality control as supply chains compete with supply chains, and businesses should have the ability to explore the opportunities presented by e-commerce and could tap into always-on services. Businesses require meaningful intelligence to take data to action and not simply capture data. And in a new era of connectedness, collaboration and innovation, businesses need the ability to effectively shift away from manual systems. We believe that we have heard the industry call, and today I'm quite excited to share the true benefits of Syspro 8 2022, our latest release, and what to expect in future releases as you become more digitally dexterous and remain competitive despite these challenging changing conditions. So how does Syspro's vision for your solution support your business systems? Well, at Syspro, we believe that manufacturers and distributors need clarity in the face of uncertainty, and that process control is key to achieving this clarity. Our mission is to provide you with a system of visibility that can help you achieve this control. And to do this, we focus on 5 business themes. And it's these 5 themes that we believe are essential to addressing the challenges and opportunities that you face today. Firstly, we recognize the need for improved control of your internal operations. We know that you're always looking for ways to streamline your processes and improve your efficiencies. And that's why we're constantly working on solutions that can help you to achieve these goals. Secondly, we understand the importance of the supply chain and the connected world. We know you need to collaborate more effectively with your suppliers and customers, and we're committed to developing solutions that will help you achieve this. Thirdly, we recognize the need for improved organizational control. We know that governance and control are critical to your success, and we are focused on providing you with the tools and capabilities that you need to maintain these controls. And fourthly, we believe that improved information and intelligence are essential to driving better business outcomes. And that's why we're committed to providing you with the reporting and analysis capabilities within our solutions that you need to make data-driven decisions. And finally, we are dedicated to providing you with a flexible, low-code, digital business platform that can help you solve your unique business challenges. And we believe that by extending and improving these key areas through each of our Syspro annual releases, we can really help you to achieve better process control, visibility, and extensibility. And at Syspro, we're passionate about helping you succeed. And we believe that by focusing on these 5 business themes, we can provide you with the tools and capabilities that you need to achieve your goals and thrive in today's challenging business environment. So before we have a look at Syspro 8 and all the exciting new features, let me just take a moment to discuss Syspro 7. Syspro 7 was launched in May 2014. In July this year, 2023, after 9 years of availability, it will now move from its current extended support status to retired status. Of course, support and licenses are still available, and the good news is that if you're on Syspro 7, the Syspro 8 architecture and the end use isn't too dissimilar, and from a user experience perspective, it's very similar also. And this should help your business transition to Syspro 8 quickly and easily. The fundamental difference, of course, is that Syspro 8 is fully supported and developed and provides more capabilities and has increased security to support your business processes. The key point here is that for those of you that are on Syspro 7, we really look forward to taking you on the journey to Syspro 8 when the time is right. But please be aware that Syspro 7 will eventually cease to operate as intended as operating system technologies continue to advance and move on through the years. So Syspro 8, in this current release alone, there are over 20 new capabilities for you to benefit from. But let's not forget how Syspro 8 has evolved over the years. It was way back in 2018 that we originally released Syspro 8. And as you can see from the features and capability journey mapped out here, Syspro 8 has become immensely rich with new capabilities that help your organization to thrive. Examples include the insight tiles, the request for quotation capabilities, inventory missions and tasks, and the order picking capabilities that it brought about, as well as the collaboration benefits within the supply chain portal, a brand new web user interface, self-service bot solutions, and advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning and nesting, plus many others. And if you add up all these capabilities, plus our latest release features, you will see that we continue to grow a significant and holistic Syspro platform with an ever-evolving capability set for you, our Syspro customers, to benefit from. So if you're not yet on Syspro 8, my recommendation will be based on the latest business enabling features that you should look to, and not just the obvious security, compliance, and supportability perspective benefits that it brings. So what can you expect from the latest release? In the latest release, there are lots of new capabilities for you to enjoy and benefit from. And on the screen is just a selection that will help you improve your processes and some of your value chain activities. There's a new look and feel product configurator for the desktop and the web, with a dramatically improved visual-based selection processes and a new user experience. There's also the ability to scan products based on their pack sizes into the Espresso mobile app to help you speed up your scanning processes. There's also the ability to add additional custom data against your inventory or work in progress transactions. And there's also the capability for your pickers to be able to override sales order allocations on the fly when they're picking for a dispatch. For the administrators and analysts, there's the ability to create new data views in Syspro for use throughout Syspro tools in a new desktop and web-based builder. And also we provide OData connector support for that as well. Now the list goes on, and you can gain a full picture of the entire release through the Syspro 8 2022 brochure, the microsite, and our release notes. So of the features mentioned, the biggest game changers we feel in this release would be embedded analytics for the improved organizational intelligence, our dimension analysis and group payments that will help improve organizational control, our application designer as part of the low-code development platform, and the pricing engine with its increased flexibility for the supply chain. And lastly, the Kanban auto inventory replenishment, which will really help improve the control of warehouse and logistics management. So let me take you through some more details about these key capabilities over the next few minutes. So the first feature is the Kanban auto inventory replenishment. So we know there's an increasing demand for next day or faster deliveries, and having the right stock in the right place at the right time is absolutely paramount to enabling that. So in our latest release, we've introduced Kanban auto inventory replenishment, which allows for location minimum pull quantities to be established in locations. And when that quantity is triggered, movements then automatically created for the warehouse team to action and move the replenishment stock to the desired location. This saves you having to do it manually and improves on the efficiency of the warehouse, optimizes your high demand stock items, and grants increased visibility of the stock movements within Syspro. So the next feature is our sales price hierarchy as part of the sales pricing engine. So the sales pricing mechanisms over the years have expanded and become more complicated, and it's always been difficult to determine how a price was calculated and what needed to change, and how could we publish those directly out of Syspro. Now, for the 2022 release, we're able to convert the existing pricing structure into specific price lists, which will ease the implementation of the pricing engine. The price list and price groups now have defined statuses so that they can be put through review stages before being set live. And we also have extended the rules by allowing the unit of measure clarification to be set at the price list, along with the introduction of contract pricing at group level. Now, further to this, the price list and contracts can have a priority level applied, and multiple price lists can have the same priority. As the engine works down the priority list, once it finds a rule and a price list or list that match up to the sales order, the best price is then set. Now, we still allow the operator to override the price calculated if they have sufficient rights to do so. So this solution allows for increased visibility, agility and flexibility in both providing you with the ability to put a price structure in place that works for you and make your own decision as to whether or not to authorize the generated price lists and groups. Now, this change further simplifies pricing maintenance by incorporating the configuration of the pricing model into one specific area. And finally, for us and for you, it opens up future potential and possibilities with feeding the information on pricing into third-party applications, e-commerce platforms, and eventually the publication of pricing catalogs. So the next capability is multi-company group payments. We know that as companies within a group or an enterprise collaborate and share their resources, we often see a shared treasury function at the core of that cost-cutting and standardization strategy. Now, within a shared treasury function, there's often a requirement to support consolidated payments and receipts across multiple customers and suppliers, which may be registered and in use across multiple Syspro companies. So for the Syspro user who must manage consolidated supplier payments and consolidated customer receipts, we now provide support for a single payment or receipt to be allocated across a predefined group of customers or suppliers. These customers and suppliers may potentially have different base currencies and live across different Syspro companies. So what happens now is that a single transaction posting solution controls all of the intercompany Syspro postings, and support is provided in full via an audit trail. And this solution provides flexibility for currency management in the Treasury Department while simplifying the recording of consolidated payments, allowing for increased accuracy and administration productivity. So the next great feature is dimension analysis. So we know today's businesses are continuously changing and expanding, either through growth, acquisition, or collaboration within a group. Now, this requires flexible financial analysis without the need for complex or continuous restructuring of the general ledger. So for you guys who need that flexibility and simplicity in the analysis of the general ledger, the dimension analysis solution will support a standard chart of accounts that needs no revision when you envision the business segments. It will allow you to add new business segments or change a reporting category based on your unique or revised requirements of the business simply by adding a new dimension. It'll enable you to tag financial transactions against dimensions at the source of the transaction with additional business context that can be added to the financial data. And all of this supports flexible reporting where you can slice and dice financial data in a new way based on whatever dimensions you need to do it on. This solution allows you to streamline the collection, categorization, and analysis of financial data within Syspro. So another amazing feature of the latest release is embedded analytics. Now we know, and you know, organizations today, you don't want to be carrying out retrospective analysis, which involves running reports and extracts after the event and then sifting through pages of data to get to an answer, or be extracting data into Excel to do further analysis. This is because these processes consume time, and for you, time is money. Now we know that you're looking for a solution with insightful analytics, with visualization capabilities such as charts and trends and bar graphs, and to be alerted at the point of processing, and for that information to be available to your operators whilst they're operating in the main business systems. And operationally, you want to know what's going on within the operations of your business, because without an answer to that question, you have a limited ability to react and be decisive, which due to inaction can result in poor or delayed decision making. So with the new embedded analytics solution, you can quickly create and deploy insightful role-based dashboards into your Syspro processes and grant the ability for your end users to review this insightful information to aid them in their decision-making, process visibility, and analysis. So now via embedded analytics, we bring embedded dashboards to life in Syspro, and we bring visibility to your business processes. Okay, and the last feature is our amazing application designer. So we know you in our community, you desire choice and flexibility in how your solutions are deployed. And in that flexibility, you're looking for how you can leverage solutions that you've already invested in to create your own applications to solve your business challenge. What we know that you don't want is the typical customization capabilities of old that were typically development coded to a specific release of Syspro and then could result in high ownership cost and potentially version lock. So how does our new application designer solve these challenges? Well, the new application designer is an in-Syspro development tool which can be used by citizen developers to quickly create new application solutions and allow you to experiment with new solutions. It's low code using scripting, so it's a much lower skill set requirement than developers to create solutions using it. It's also future-proof because it upgrades with each Syspro release, allowing you to keep up to date with hot fixes and Syspro releases. It's also Syspro feature-rich, so that all the neat features you already experience in Syspro, such as the predictive search, the layout controls, role design, scripting, hyperlinking, are all available to your citizen developers to automatically use in any application designer designed app. And it's secure in the same way everything else is in Syspro, so is an auditable solution from a business continuity and an insurance perspective. As well, applications can be exported from one Syspro instance to another, allowing you to test solutions in sandboxes prior to applying those applications to live environments. Now, as a showcase, I'm going to delve a little bit more into this new capability, and I'm going to explain how a typical manufacturer might apply the application designer. So let's just look at a use case and an example of how it could be used. Okay, so as a showcase, I'm going to delve a little bit more into this new application designer capability and take you through a journey of how a typical customer like you might apply an application designer app. So let's just have a quick look at this use case as an example of how it could potentially be used. Okay, so let's take the following scenario. A company such as your own may wish to expand their existing customer credit control processes in order to improve that area of risk management as part of improving their internal controls. So let's have a look at this scenario and see this in action. So what we may want to do is expand the capabilities on the existing credit review processes within Syspro. And when we've done that, we might want to supplement the credit scoring criteria with some details provided by a credit rating agency, perhaps such as Dun & Bradstreet. Then we want to automate the connection to Dun & Bradstreet and store that additional data in those fields and tables that we've created in Syspro. Once we've done that, we then want to have additional data available to be able to use in our existing enterprise reporting capabilities. So let's have a look at that in action. So within Syspro 8, you could add additional data to the custom data dictionary in order to create new data tables to hold this information that you want your app to record the data into. Now, in this example, we've added 2 additional data tables, data storage tables to Syspro to store the credit rating information that's going to come back from the credit rating agency. And we've also created our own fields, as you can see, to store the data within Syspro. We can also preview this data to see how this data would look and how it's structured to be used in Syspro's enterprise reporting tools, such as the business activity queries and embedded analytics. What we've then done is use the new low-code application designer to create our own Syspro data capture application, which is linked to the customer query details. And what we've done, we've added an additional pane, capture form, at the bottom of the form to allow for the review of a real-time digital credit report from the credit rating agency, and a button to allow us to engage with the credit rating agency's API. So now we can use and test the application that we built. You can see here we select a customer. Our information is refreshed from the custom table and the Syspro customer. And when we click the button, it refreshes to bring back the credit rating information as advised from Dun & Bradstreet and a copy of the credit report. This would then allow a credit controller to review the credit report and make an assessment or judgment on what the credit rating should be and applied to the customer's account. This can then be stored in our Syspro data tables. So say perhaps we're capturing the data, and that's for one customer, which is useful, but we may want to analyze more data across all customers or all credit risk. So what we've done here is use the Syspro Business Activity Query Builder to create a custom data set based on our custom data table and our customer query table in order to give us a data segment that we can use for either reporting or for use within Syspro's embedded analytics solution. And we can also preview that data as well. So we can also create now a dashboard from this data using the embedded analytics capability. So now with the business activity query created, we can create perhaps an embedded analytics dashboard that will allow the credit controller to interact with visuals that will allow them to identify and manage the credit risk associated with all of the customers. And within the dashboard, they can filter on customers, analyze the credit risk through multiple visualizations, and evaluate the data through the visualizations and drill down into that data to further understand the risk profiles. And this embedded analytics dashboard can then be quickly and easily deployed into the credit controller's workspace, and that's either in the Syspro client or in the Syspro web UI, in order to provide them with in Syspro process control and management of their credit risk. And as you can see in this example, the user belongs to multiple roles. They can simply use the role switching to populate their credit management dashboard and carry out their role of evaluating the credit risk. Now, this is just one potential use case out of a possible many, and the application designer offers the capability to take your data gathering, process interaction analysis to the next level in a future-proof platform solution. Now, the Syspro application designer can not only improve operational efficiency and access to real-time data, but it can also allow for innovation through new business models and even generate new routes to market for you. So there are many benefits for the Syspro community of the application designer. It offers the ability to be able to self-serve solutions into Syspro without you being reliant on highly skilled developers. It also allows you to experiment quickly with ideated solutions to solve business process challenges with that speed and agility that you want to. It's also future-proof, secure, and auditable. As the applications are created in Syspro and using Syspro technologies, they'll continue to work in future versions, following updates and upgrades without needing rewriting. So the application designer is there to provide you and our community with additional choice and flexibility in how you want your solutions to be deployed and to help you on your digital transformation journey. So what does your next look like with Syspro? So I'd just like to close off by talking about the huge benefit our latest Syspro release will deliver in making you a data-driven organization and help improve your business performance. A report by the Harvard Business Review showed that almost 90% of businesses executives said that their organization will be far more successful if their frontline workers were empowered to make important decisions in the moment of a process. Now, despite this realization, studies show that manufacturers are just not making the leap from data capture to data insights. And a BCG survey conducted with more than 1,000 manufacturing executives cited that only 17% had satisfactorily captured value from their data and analytics projects. So to help manufacturers to capitalize on the value of data, I believe that this release's data capture extensibility options and an inherent embedded analytics offering as part of our digital business platform will be a game changer for your business. So thank you for your continued support of Syspro. And from this session, I hope you've gained a really clear understanding of how our Syspro capabilities can support your business and process requirements. Now, as we continue our journey with Syspro, we're thrilled to offer you a solution that can help your business thrive in today's challenging economic conditions. With our latest release, you have the power to say yes to the next level of innovation and success. And looking to the future, you can expect even more game-changing features and functionality from Syspro as we remain committed to empowering your business and driving growth. So thank you again for joining me today. I look forward to us continuing this exciting journey together.